Hey, what's up? Talking Mike here. Let's talk about Zatanna issue number 1. It's showtime! So, Zatanna issue number 1 starts off. Zatanna is getting ready for a new show that she's performing in San Francisco, I believe. And she's getting ready, testing out some of the new tricks and stuff that she's wanting to perform in this particular new magic show that she's doing. She's doing one particular magic trick where she is fighting with a sword with her assistant named Adam, and luckily nothing goes wrong when they both impale each other, just saying. So as they're done and they have a little bit of downtime after performing and rehearsing their magic show, Zatanna and her crew are walking around this particular establishment that they're going to have the magic show in, the venue. It's been around for over like 125 years. It's a very old Hollywood-esque type of place. They're looking at all the memorabilia, the movie posters, stuff like that, talking about the ins and outs of magic. They're looking at some of the old movie posters, talking about this woman who used to do a lot of movies, fashion, singing, stuff like that. She had her hand in a little bit of everything. Her name that she went by was Lady White, and they're talking about her and whatnot, and who happens to show up but possibly the ghost of Lady White. And so Lady White actually ends up grabbing all of Zatanna's crew and taking them through these particular movie posters. Zatanna jumps in after him, saving each one, which is really interesting because they end up jumping into different movies that Lady White has been a part of, like musicals, crime dramas, stuff like that. As she is saving all of her crew members throughout these movie experiences, I guess you could say, um, she ends up finding all of them except for one, except for Adam. She has a hard time trying to figure out where exactly Adam is at some points, but she actually does end up finding him, and she tries to figure out what exactly is going on. And for all intents and purposes, what Lady White wants with Zatanna and her crew. And that's where I'm going to stop it right there without spoiling anything. Let's move on to the art. All right, so let's take a look at the interior artwork. Here is your creative team. Jamal Campbell did the interior artwork and the writing for this, and I believe they did also the covers for this particular series. This artwork is just so fun, so whimsical. All the panel layouts that they have going on in this are very, very well done. I just love everything about this. Like, it just a very fun read. Like the way Zatanna is drawn and stuff like that. Like, just all the cool panel layouts of them practicing their magic tricks. This particular piece, I really like to see how Zatanna was explaining to Adam how magic worked and stuff like that, and like the difference between um like the sleight of hand, stuff like that. Like this artwork, like it is top notch, and it deserves to be top notch, because Zatanna gets into some pretty creative scenarios when she's using her magic and stuff like that. Like when we get into like the different movie parts where we have Zatanna in a musical at one point, and then Zatanna, actually meeting the lady in white and getting into like this crime noir thing. They do a lot of really fun little things with this issue, and I hope it continues moving forward. So I very much was looking forward to Zatanna number 1. When I found out this was coming out, and it was like a 5 or 6 issue miniseries, I got super excited. I really loved the Paul Dini run of Zatanna back in the day, and this very much felt like that for the most part. So I might be a little biased in my review. But this first issue was a lot of fun. It definitely sets up everything, sets the groundwork for things to come in this new miniseries. And boy, everything just seemed to gel so well, in my opinion. The action, like the art, the writing. It was all so well done. I really liked the camaraderie between Zatanna and her the people she works with, like her crew members and stuff like that, her assistants and stuff. It very much feels like, you know, they could possibly be like friends, family, stuff like that. Um, but you can very much tell that she definitely cares for them. And I really want to know what's going on with the Lady White. What is her deal? We don't get a lot of it for the most part. We are definitely left on a cliffhanger with this first issue, and it definitely really wants me. I really want to know more about what's going on. This first issue, it left me with a smile on my face. Like I had such a fun time reading it, just like Zatanna had a smile on her face as she saved her friends. This is definitely worth your time. It's a lot of fun. It's easy to get into, and you don't really need to know that much about Zatanna going into this. It lays the groundwork for you for, you know, things, and does a very good job of setting itself apart from different superhero comic books and stuff like that. This is definitely worth your time. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm Otaku Mike. I'll catch you guys later. Stay safe. Go read some comic books.